She's probably going to tell you. No, yeah, she's going to tell you that I stalked her. But really, she was the one stalking me.
How you met an angel?
Like an angel with a little bit of demon. She just left home and decided to just go crazy.
I'm kind of quiet anyway, so I was like kind of really stuck up.
What's up, Carper crew? It's date night, and we're on our way to Columbus tonight. So we got a little bit of time to spare. So we just kind of wanted to go over how we met. Everybody always asks me, rather, like, you know,
Yeah.
like how we met.
How you met an angel?
Like an angel with a little bit of demon
Perfection.
in him. Like, you know, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Don't go to sleep.
No, dude. What? You want to start it?
So the first time I think I ever saw him, I was going to a basketball game at Marshall with my roommate, and we were going to dinner before at Fat Patty's, which was like the local
top
spot, I guess.
burger place in like Huntington.
Anyway, they have the best cheesy
pretty
bacon
good.
fries. Anyway,
They do. They really do.
so place is packed
Damn.
because it's a home game, and we're luckily at a table already. We didn't really have to wait that long, but there's a line like out the door.
Yeah, the line was like, I want to say a block, almost a full block.
It was packed.
Yeah,
and it was
packed.
cold because this is over like Christmas break where we had to come back early for track practice. So anyway, Sadie and I are just sitting there, and all of a sudden these two guys come up, and I knew the guy
Hang
we
on.
were with. What? We were already at the table.
Yeah, you guys were already at the table. But yeah, so they were already at the table. Me and my friend, we were standing outside for the longest time, and we was like, you know, we're just going to go in and see if we can sit at the bar. And there was a wait at the bar, so what we did was we sat down in kind of like this little waiting area or whatever, and then Kate walks in and her friends. How many, like, there was... How many of you was it? It was more. It wasn't just Sadie.
Yeah, it was. Just me and Sadie.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like two other people. Oh well, I guess that's not important. But go ahead, continue.
We were eating. No, we had just sat down. We had our drinks. I was in sweats, and my hair was up, and I had literally just gotten my nose pierced that day.
You know, get tattoos,
Get my nose
pierced.
Wild. Anyway, you came up to us and said, we really don't want to wait on a table. Can we just sit with you guys? And like I said, I kind of knew your friend, but not really. So Sadie and I just kind of looked at each other and we were like, yeah, sure, that's fine. And then...
That's just...
Pretty much.
Who she was, you know?
So, anyway... you bought her dinner.
I did. But no, so... We're sitting there, they walk in, and...
No. We were sitting there.
we were sitting in that waiting area or whatever. And, yeah, like, we were, like, I remember this differently. Like, we were sitting there, you guys walked in, and I was like, damn, I gotta, like, talk to her. You know, like, I remember, like, vividly, like, saying, like, you know, like, I'm gonna, like, talk to her. I'm gonna go and get her number or something like that, you know.
You're talking about Sadie?
No, I'm talking about you. And so, they go and sit down or whatever. And like I said, we were there already for like an hour, I would say, at most. And we go over to the table, and I'm like, I'm freaking hungry. So I sit down, and my friend, we sit down at the table, and of afterwards, I was like, can we sit here? We're just tired of waiting on our food, and I don't know, just trying to be smooth with it, just smooth. But so we sat down, and she was being really snobby, like wouldn't look at you, wouldn't talk to me, wouldn't like say anything really. Like I tried to start conversation, and she was just like not having it. Just like the look on her face was like disgusting that I even like sat down. Like it was in her presence. Like I couldn't be, like I wasn't.
Oh my god.
Whatever.
Anyway.
But so fast forward to the end of the dinner, and we I go, and they're taking out their credit cards or whatever like that, and I was like, no, I got it. So I paid for their dinner, and I think I looked at you and was like, can I get your number? And I think she said, you can have my Instagram. So I got her Instagram account or whatever, but her friend gave me her number. Sadie gave me her number. Sadie was like the matchmaker, I guess, almost, kind of. But I don't know. But Sadie gave me her number. So Sadie would text me every now and then or whatever, whenever that he was going out and stuff like that, and
I did
but
not.
Yeah, she didn't. So, but that night though, I started liking her stuff on Instagram. And
hearting it all.
Well, I didn't heart everything, but I did like a couple pictures.
And you commented on a picture and you put this emoji.
Yeah, like, okay, like, you look good.
Okay.
Like okay.
Not
I see
hard
you.
eyes, not
I see,
this.
I see. I didn't want to make it seem like I was desperate. I wasn't desperate, but, I just didn't want it to seem like that,
Okay.
But, so that's how we kind of met.
That was in December.
But we didn't officially get together until February of like 2014, I think it was.
Yeah, the end of February.
And but she was sliding in my DMs. She was all the way in them, like deep in them.
See, you lie.
You were.
No.
Nah, she really wasn't though. It was kind of mutual though.
We literally messaged each other like within a minute.
It was kind of mutual, but like I don't know. Like I was just really feeling her or whatever, and then I just started liking her pictures and stuff like that. But before that, she's probably going to tell you. No, yeah, she's going to tell you that I stalked her. But really, she was the one stalking me. So I worked out at the rec.
Shut up. I was enrolled in a yoga class at the rec. Like, literally, this was a grade. And my classes were being paid for, so I had to go to class. This was a credit that I needed for school. So my yoga class was at like 11 or 12, I think. And every day when I would go to yoga class, there's a little ab workout place up here. Well, what do you know?
I was always...
Every day doing abs.
I was always there. You just never noticed me. Like, I was always there at that time. At that specific time.
How was I? I didn't even schedule my own classes. We literally don't get to do that. They scheduled me for yoga.
You don't schedule, but you can change them.
Why would I change out of a yoga class?
Whatever. I never noticed her going to that class or whatever.
And I never noticed him.
But all I know is after I met her at Fat Patty's that night, every day I would see her at that time, and like she would look at me, give me like a little smirk, and I'm like, what's up? Like, you know what I mean? And then I'm over there like doing medicine ball slams, slamming them down, doing like, and like at that time I was probably in the best shape of my life, just finished playing ball and, really feeling myself. And I was like, shoot, I'm trying to get her to, but she was like just always there, and I would say what's up to her and say hi and flirt, be flirty and stuff like that. But really, it was like later that year when I just I just went all in. I started liking her stuff on Instagram. Like, I liked like 20,000 pictures that she had posted. Like, I mean, I probably liked all of the pictures that she had posted at the time. And then I messaged her, and like she instantly messaged me back. Like, I mean, it was like
I don't even think I
didn't even
had
get a
read
notification.
Your message. Like, we literally messaged each other at the same time. I was at Suntan City down on 1st Street. I was getting in the tanning bed, and my phone just kept blowing up. And I was like, who in the world is this? And you were blowing up my pictures. So I messaged you and said, hey, what's up? Or hey, with a smiley face or something. And then you had messaged me at the same exact time.
Right, yeah.
And
yeah.
it said, do you remember?
Sorry for the liking spree, but I think you're cute or something like that.
I think you're
beautiful.
Really beautiful. I think it's what you
Yeah.
said.
Yeah. And that was kind of like it. And then I messaged her and asked if she wanted to go out to dinner. And the next day we went out to
it was
eat.
like a little bit long. It was like a week or two.
Yeah, it was like a week. Because you had
Carson,
track meet or something, didn't you?
Yes, and Carson had her birthday.
Right,
Carson
yeah.
had just turned a year old.
So my daughter, she had just turned a year old, and we were in Virginia that weekend. And so...
And I was a freshman in
yeah.
college. I just turned 19 in November. Yeah.
Right, and I had just graduated the year before that.
She's a baby.
She's a little baby. But yeah, so, you know, but that's kind of how we met.
Where'd we go on our first date?
Oh, sorry. So we went to Olive Garden. And that's her favorite spot to go. Like, that's probably where we're going to end up going tonight.
Anything with a noodle.
Is Olive Garden. Maybe, not.
We're going to Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, Cheesecake Factory. But no, yeah, we, that's kind of, you know, how we met. And everybody asks us all the time, so we figure that we just kind of...
See, I know my stories are better because I remember more details. I remember what I was wearing. I remember what you were wearing.
What was I wearing?
What you ordered. You had on camo, like jogger pants, a black... It might have been a V-neck. It was a black t-shirt. I don't remember if it was a V-neck or... And then you had on like this... Kind of like this color, but a little more olive blazer. And then you had on these red...
my bronze.
Yeah, you had on red tennis shoes, and you had on a necklace that had it was like a dog tag necklace, and it had something about Carson on it.
Yeah, I had her birthday then.
And then I had on, oh God, I can't believe I wore this actually. I had on a pair of Miss Me jeans. They were skinny, like a light denim, tall brown riding boots. And my shirt and
the Hunter boots?
Cardigan. No, they weren't Hunter. Hunter came like 10 years after that.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, like the riding boots, even though like you don't wear them when you ride a horse. I don't know. Anyway,
I thought you looked good.
Yeah, I had on this floral like tank and a orange peachy cardigan. And I got chicken parm and you got the tour of Italy.
The tour of Italy is the #1 thing. Like, it's...
And you picked me up from
so
my
good.
dorm.
It's the best thing to get at.
And you dropped me back off at my dorm.
I did. I was a real gentleman, too. Like, I opened the door and everything.
Only time.
Whatever. Get out of here. So that's the story of how we met. And,
been together 11 years and have 3 babies now.
11 years and 3 kids.
Lots
11 going on 100. Sometimes it doesn't seem like it's been 11 years.
No, it doesn't.
You know, but it's been fun. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, but you know, we always stick together and get through it. But love you.
Love you.
So, all right, guys. So we're gonna sign off, and we still have a couple more minutes to go before we get there. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, great week. Make sure that you like and subscribe to our channel. Like the video, subscribe to our channel. Leave a comment on
if you think he stalked me or not.
Yeah, leave a comment if you think I stalked her or if she stalked me. But nah. Take care, guys.